ever pondered why your life seems to be in a constant state of waiting and anticipation? These are not just random musings, but profound questions that invite us to look inward, to pause and reflect on the deeper meaning of our existence. Consider this: you may be one of the chosen ones, a term that may sound grand, mystical even, but essentially it signifies individuals who are on the cusp of a spiritual awakening, a supernatural shift in their lives. It's a divine call to step into a new season, a season marked not by striving, but by standing in faith, gratitude, and readiness to receive. Often, feelings of restlessness, stagnation, and anticipation can be overwhelming. They can make us question our worth, our progress, and even our very purpose. But what if these feelings are not what they appear to be? What if they're not indicators of failure or abandonment, but rather signs of spiritual upgrading and divine preparation? Think of a potter at his wheel, meticulously molding and shaping his creation. The process is slow, deliberate, and at times, even painful. Yet the result is a masterpiece, a thing of beauty shaped and perfected through patience and perseverance. Similarly, these waiting seasons in our lives are our divine potter's wheel, a time of refining and perfecting us for our divine assignment. So, when you find yourself in the throes of such feelings, take heart, for you are not alone. You are in the company of the chosen ones, guided by divine timing and being prepared for a supernatural turning point in your life. Remember, closed doors and restlessness are not setbacks, but indicators of a spiritual redirection. They are the hallmarks of your journey, your transformation from endurance to evidence, marked by peace and divine favor. Let these words resonate with you. These feelings are not a sign of failure, but a divine call, a spiritual awakening. So embrace the stillness, trust in the divine orchestration, and prepare your environment spiritually and physically for the blessings to come. For you are not merely waiting for a breakthrough, you are already walking inside it. Have you ever been in a waiting season, where every door seems to close and every path appears to lead nowhere? It's a challenging season indeed, filled with questions and often a profound sense of restlessness. But let me tell you, my dear ones, there's more to this period of waiting than meets the eye. This is the season of divine timing. You see, in the grand scheme of the cosmos, every moment, every breath is divinely orchestrated. And so, when it seems like you're waiting endlessly, you're actually in a period of divine calibration and preparation. Yes, you heard it right, divine calibration. It's like a master craftsman chiseling a block of marble. Each strike of the hammer, each chip that falls, brings the masterpiece closer to its final form. That's what's happening to you in this waiting season. Every delay, every closed door, is not a denial, but a refining process, a preparation for the divine assignment that awaits you. Imagine you're an arrow being pulled back in a bow. The more the bowstring is drawn, the more tension builds. But this tension isn't a setback, it's a setup for the arrow to be launched into the air, to soar high and far. That's what your waiting season is doing for you. It's pulling you back, building tension, so that when the time is right, you can be launched into your divine destiny. And yes, it can be uncomfortable, even painful at times. But remember, a diamond is just a piece of charcoal that handles stress exceptionally well. Your waiting season is turning you into a diamond, refining and perfecting you for your divine assignment. So, instead of fretting over the closed doors, embrace the process. Trust in the divine orchestration of your life. Remember, in divine timing, there are no delays, only divine calibration. So, hold on tight, stay firm in faith, and prepare your heart for the blessings that are about to come. After all, The darkest hour is just before the dawn, and your dawn is coming. Do you feel a shift coming? A change that is about to turn your world around. There's a supernatural shift on the horizon, a divine turning point that will transform your life in ways you can't even imagine. This shift isn't something you can see with your eyes or touch with your hands. It's not a loud, thunderous event that announces itself to the world. No, this shift is often quiet, subtle, almost imperceptible. It's in the stillness of the morning, in the calm before the storm, in the silence between heartbeats. It's in these moments that the divine timing works its magic, orchestrating a shift that will bring about breakthrough, alignment, and legacy. It's a shift that occurs deep within you, changing your perspective, realigning your priorities, and setting your life on a new path. This shift doesn't happen overnight. It's a process, a journey. It's the culmination of all your waiting seasons, all your trials and tribulations, all your moments of doubt and despair. It's the result of divine calibration and preparation, of spiritual upgrading and redirection. It's the product of all your endurance, all your patience, all your faith. And when it finally arrives, it brings with it a profound sense of peace. A peace that surpasses all understanding. A peace that calms your mind, heals your heart, and soothes your soul. A peace that is the evidence of your shift, the testimony of your breakthrough. This shift also brings clarity, a clear vision of your purpose, your mission, your divine assignment. It brings alignment, aligning your actions with your intentions, your dreams with your reality, your will with God's will. And it brings legacy, a legacy of blessings, of divine favor, of spiritual abundance. So prepare yourself for this shift. Stand in faith, in gratitude, in readiness. Don't strive, don't struggle, don't strive to prove your worth. Just be still, be patient, be open to receive what has already been decreed by heaven. The shift is here, not a loud proclamation, but a quiet arrival of breakthrough. Are you prepared to step into a season of manifestation where your faith becomes sight and prophecy becomes reality? Imagine a sunrise after a long, dark night. You've been waiting, hoping, praying for the dawn. This is the moment you've been preparing for. This is the season of manifestation. It's more than just a change of scenery. It's a divine transformation. It's the transition from a time of endurance to a season of abundance, where what was once a loss now turns into blessings and multiplication. Picture a seed buried in the darkness of soil, pushing through the resistance, breaking the surface, and finally reaching for the sky. That's you. You are that seed. Your time of waiting, of enduring, of pushing through has given you the strength to reach for your destiny. Your season of manifestation is not just about what you receive, but also what you become. You become stronger, wiser, more resilient. Consider a river flowing towards the ocean. It's not about the destination, but the journey. The river carves its path, shaping the landscape as it flows. In the same way, your journey shapes you, carving your character, defining your purpose. Now let's talk about divine partnerships. Just as a river converges with other streams, increasing its flow, so too will you in this season. New divine partnerships will arise, not to compete with your calling, but to multiply your impact. You will join forces with others who are also on their journey, working together to fulfill a greater purpose. It's not about striving for individual success, but about contributing to a collective mission. This season of manifestation is a divine orchestration, a symphony of events, perfectly timed and harmoniously aligned. It's not something you have to strive for, but something you step into with faith, gratitude, and readiness. Welcome to the season of manifestation, where faith becomes sight and prophecy becomes reality. You are not just a spectator watching from the sidelines. You are a participant, actively involved in the unfolding of your destiny. Prepare your heart, guard your peace, and get ready for the blessings to come. Are you ready for the divine unveiling of your destiny? A moment of revelation, a turning of the tide in your favor. It's the time when the chosen ones step onto the path that has been intricately woven for them since time immemorial. The divine unveiling is not a grand spectacle with fanfare and fireworks. No, it's a quiet personal moment, a whisper in the heart, a subtle shift in the spirit. It's a moment of profound clarity where faith transforms into sight and prophecy into reality. This is the time to embrace stillness, to listen to the whispers of the divine, to trust in the divine orchestration. It's a time to let go of the need to control, to surrender to the flow of divine will. It's not about striving or proving your worth, but about standing in faith, gratitude, and readiness to receive what has already been decreed by heaven. Guarding your peace during this time is of paramount importance. Peace is not just an absence of conflict, but an active state of harmony, a deep-seated calm that permeates every aspect of your life. It's the state from which you can best receive the divine blessings, the state from which you can step into your destiny with grace and confidence. Preparing your environment, both spiritually and physically, is also crucial. Clear out the clutter, both literal and metaphorical. Create a space that reflects the peace and clarity you seek, a space that nurtures your spirit and supports your journey. And remember, this is not a time of waiting, but a time of walking. You're not waiting for the breakthrough to happen. You're already walking inside it. Every step you take, every breath you draw, is part of the unfolding of your divine destiny. So, my dear chosen ones, brace yourselves for the divine unveiling. It's not a future event, but a present reality. Embrace the divine unveiling. Stand in faith, guard your peace, and prepare to receive your blessings. The shift has arrived.